A lot of people dream about putting their games on Steam, maybe to get it out to more people or just to get some money. For me it's a combination of the two. I want more people to play my games, but I also put so much time into game dev that I want at least a little bit of money for it, for all my efforts. For me, that dream is now coming true. My game, A Strange Hotel, just released today, and I can't wait to see what people think of it. At the end of the video, I got something to announce that has to do with the game, but first I'm going to talk about... At the beginning of this year, I wasn't even working on A Strange Hotel. I didn't even know it would exist. But then the third Blackthorn Prod Game Jam happened, and I came up with the idea for the game. A physics-based puzzle game where you need to get rid of as many physics objects as you can. I was working on it a lot during the jam, and that was because I had a lot of fun making the game. But I also started seeing a great game, and that's also why I worked on it so much. When I just started making the game, it was just to make a game jam game. But then when I started sharing my progress, people started loving the game. They loved the art style, they loved how the gameplay looked. Some people even said that the game should win the jam, which it didn't, but this made me think a lot about it. And yes, I did love the game. And maybe I would even want to make it into a full game. And that's why the ending of the jam version of the game had a sort of cliffhanger ending. I was already thinking that I would maybe turn it into a full Steam release. Then I started working on the post-jam version of the game. And when that was done, I just knew I had to make it into a full game. And I think I made the right decision there. It gave me so much more motivation to work on bigger games this game, which I'm doing right now, as you know, if you watch my last video. I think making A Strange Hotel into a full game was one of my best decisions ever. And I also loved everything about making the game. Of course, it wasn't easy, and like 2/3 of the development of the game has been spent on polishing the game, which felt insane when I realized that. It just has been the best learning experience ever. So, am I nervous for the release? Yes, I absolutely am. I have no idea what people will think of the game. People might even hate it. But I think that's normal to be nervous. And I know people seem to have enjoyed the demo of the game a lot, so I shouldn't really be worried, but I still am. But when this video releases, the game already has been released, so I won't be worried anymore, probably. Maybe even more, I don't know. What are my expectations? Well, my expectations were about 200 wishlists at launch, but right now, as of writing this, about 5 days before the release, it has already 363 wishlists, which is insane. And for how many people I think will buy the game, I think like 20 when it launches, I mean. And we'll have to see how much after that, because I'm not going to make a prediction that far in the future, because I'm not good at predicting things. I will keep updating the game when any bugs that lessen the experience are found, and if people demand any new updates or additions to the game. And if you are curious as to if I will add more content, the answer to that is probably no. But if the game is successful, I might consider making a sequel in the future. But I won't promise anything. Don't expect it at all. I'm not really planning on making sequels to any of my games. But again, if you buy the game and you like it, please share it with other people. Right now, the announcement I teased at the beginning. I'm hosting a sort of speedrunning competition for the game. The person who will have beaten the game with the fastest time, July 7th, will get a shout out in my next video. So the rules. You will have to use LiveSplit or just a visible timer on the screen, and you will have to put a video of the speedrun in our Discord server in the correct channel. The timer has to start when you enter the first level, and the timer has to stop when you leave the last level, so when the credits appear or when you put back to the main menu. I hope you will have fun with speedrunning this game. I think I had a lot of fun, and I'm curious to how fast people will be able to beat the game, because I don't know, I can beat it in 15 minutes I think. Never timed it though, not going to. Maybe in the future if people really want it, but we'll see. Anyway, please go to the link down in the description, go buy the game if you want to, or just play the demo if you're not sure, or at least wishlist the game. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, that would make me really happy. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, hopefully. Bye!